Hey everybody, it's Rex Start, covering Game 3 of Tribal Apocalypse Finals. It's Singleton Week. Brett Memphis on Soldiers, Romulos on Knights. Romulos took Game 1. Brett took Game 2, and here's the rubber match. Romulos going to lead on a Weathered Wayfarer on the play. That might have helped him out last game when he got stuck on lands, but Brett had a real great hand. Okay, Romulos is going to skip his land drop here so that he can use the Weathered Wayfarer. Precinct Captain going to come down here, and Romulos must be looking for... No, he's not looking for any land in particular. He's just going to use it to thin plains out of his deck, I suppose. Or maybe he really didn't have a second land drop there. It's all right. Okay, well, looks like Brett did not want to attack the Precinct Captain in and trade with the White Knight. He's going to have to deal with, these are two tribes that have an awful lot of first strike. I think he's had that Field Marshal a lot, almost every game I've seen him play today. I found the same thing. I kept drawing Hazemon Tamar in like every game for the first 3 rounds. Why do I see the same thing in Singleton? Oh, Wasteland. That kid take out that Mutavault at some point. Right now he's just going to play Tivadar of Thorn. I would have loved to see that one come down against one of those Goblin decks. So, Mutavault, which will count as a soldier, so it would be a 3/3 first striker if the Mutavault beat in. So, Treetop Village. Yeah, if he attacked with the Mutavault, Romulos could double block to trade one of these guys for it. Okay, he's not going to swing in with the Mutavault. He's just going to cast a Korth Firewalker. Let's see. Weathered Wayfarer is active if need be. Right now, let's see, 3/3 first strike. Yeah, he's got certainly the Mutavault, and this guy could swing in. Attended Knight, huh? Okay. And this is a symmetrical lord, one of the old style ones that affects everything on both sides of the board. And so the Tended Knight makes a soldier token, which gets to be a 2/2 first striker thanks to the Field Marshal, who is for some reason giving battle training to his opposing soldiers. It probably makes the most flavor sense that they changed that to be for these lords are one-sided. Some people said that's, I don't know, dumbing down the game or something to make everything all upside all the time, but I don't really mind that one particularly. Well, now this is interesting. Gideon, Champion of Justice, and he's here in like the one situation where Gideon is actually good, which is where you have these big board stalls going on with a bunch of creatures on either side, so you can protect Gideon while still being able to gain a lot of loyalty from him. The situations where he's actually playable are just so narrow, but in Legacy Tribal Wars, you do see it a little bit more often, and that's why I've suggested people giving this guy a shot before, and he's starting to look pretty good here. Next turn he'll be at 16, and he'll be able to ultimate and still be alive if he so desires. There's a Batterskull going to come down from Romulos. And Romulos will pass the turn. Brett claiming he is outclassed here. I still think Brett's in good shape, though. I mean, because Romulos is going to have to attack into this. Otherwise, Gideon's just going to win this game. So Gideon's now at 17 loyalty. So next turn, he can ultimate if he wants. Okay, frontline strategist coming down as a 2/2 first striker, thanks to the Lord. And hey, a dauntless escort. This is an exile though, so that's not going to allow him to make this one-sided, but effectively exiling all other permanents and leaving this guy on the board if he wants to do that. And of course, he'd only be a 2/2 if he does it that way. I don't know what he wants to do here. Maybe plus him another turn. I mean, right now everyone's just sitting here. And you want, after you ultimate this guy, to be able to just use him to win the game. Now, he is a soldier, tribally, when he becomes a creature. So, and he's indestructible, so he could swing in, but he would just get chump blocked in this situation. Okay, the Batterskull is being equipped to the Attended Knight. That'll give him a 7/7 first striker. And I guess he's going to go ahead and swing in with the Attended Knight here. And gain some life, but Brett's just going to chump and still have a beefy Gideon over there. Romulos really needs like an O-ring or something to take that Gideon out. Oh, he's just going to swing straight at, and not swinging at Gideon, he's swinging at Brett himself. I mean, he could just let this go through if he wants, or he can chump a guy, but assuming that he's not going to use the ultimate Gideon this next turn, since Gideon would then only be a 2/2. And what the? Okay, that's alternate art tech edge there. I thought for a second it might be that new really bad wasteland from M14. He's going to chump with Dauntless Escort. K. Y. If you're going to chump with anything, that makes the least amount of sense. Okay, oh, really? Okay. He's going to put 3 guys on it and lose, well, at least the Dauntless Escort. Well, no, because he can't put damage on the stack and activate this. So that he's going to lose 2 guys doing this. And every turn, Romulos can just put the Batterskull on something else. I mean, I don't think I would do that at all. I would rather just take the 7 damage than do this. I mean, this has first strike. These have first strike. Fine. Maybe he doesn't realize the Attended Knight has first strike? Could that be what he's thinking here? Because he seems to think Romulos is doing something tricky here, but I mean, this is terrible. Like I guess he can sack the Dauntless Escort. I guess, yeah, that works. Okay, that's better. That's better now. He's got 7 power here to trade, but he can sack the Dauntless Escort to save these 3. But that really isn't any different than just jumping with the Dauntless Escort. So, well, I mean, it gets the Attended Knight off the board, but the ultimate dilemma is the same thing, because he's going to have to do something about the Batterskull every turn. Let's see, Romulos is at 17. I guess there could be some profitable attacks here, more than previous. Next turn. Okay, so yeah, that block worked out a lot better than the original one he was doing. So. But Dauntless Escort now off the board. The ultimate thing here is that the Gideon is still threatening to take over the game in a couple of turns here. So you can go to 22 this turn. How many attackers would he have? 6, 7 attackers potentially if he just wanted to swing here. I don't think he does. I think you just protect Gideon for another turn. Brett's thinking about it though. He's got 4 cards in hand, and Brett's got to watch his. Well, they're in game 3. Game 2, thankfully, was very quick, but Brett has almost no time left on his clock here, comparatively to Romulos. Brett thinking about it. I mean, everything has first strike, really, except for the Weathered Wayfarer. So, okay, all right, yeah, I don't know about that, but maybe he's got something else going on in his hand. I don't know. He's going to swing with everybody here. He's going to leave back the Field Marshal because it does not have first strike. Let's see. So Precinct Captain is going to get double blocked by Tivadar and the Soldier, I guess, and a bunch of damage is going to come through. I guess that turns out okay. He's got enough back still to protect Gideon. He's going to get some damage in. Although it seems like he should have probably +1 Gideon before combat to maximize counters, but that's not. What is he doing? Oh, he just ultimated Gideon, floated 3 mana, and played a Daru War Chief. Okay, that's what is that going to do then? Gideon at 2, and he'll be plus. So it's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so that's a 4-turn clock. Ghost Quarter from Brett. And that's okay. +1 Gideon there. I don't think that actually increases the clock at all, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. I mean, he could attack for 6 this turn, but he just attacked for. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's the same clock either way. He's just plussing Gideon here. So, yeah, it's still the same. It'll be. Is he thinking he's afraid of running Gideon into swords or a path or something? Maybe. But this is the turn. I mean, it would have been 4 turns either way. So if he animates Gideon and attacks here, that will be 7 damage. Okay, Brett just said, sorry, don't want to be blown out by path or whatever. Romulus says no problem. I guess Brett just clarifying that he's not slow rolling this here. He's giving Romulus a bunch of extra turns. Romulus at 8 cards in hand now. He only had that one Plains. Mother of Runes. Yeah, that can chump block. Unfortunately, he's going to have to do that. Porcelain Legionnaire. Oh yeah, because soldier spells cost 1 less, so it comes down for a Phyrexian mana and 1 colorless. Alright, Daru Warchief attacking there on its own, which allows Romulus to not have to jump with Mother of Runes, despite the fact that he could have animated Gideon there and swung in because Romulus was tapped out. I think I would have done that because now he's got an active Mother of Runes. I mean, he's at 3, but he's not any closer to getting rid of Gideon either, but again, it just seems like that would have been the time to do that, at least force the opponent last turn to have to chump with that Mother of Runes instead of being able to use it. Nope, he's just going to go ahead and no blocks there anyways, and that'll be the match. So Brett takes it down with the soldiers there, and Romulus, the other undefeated player, will come in second place with Knights. And thanks for joining me. That will wrap up coverage for this week, and see you guys later.